Hello, my name is Visor, and welcome to episode 17 of Let's Play The Witcher 2, Iorveth side. Last episode, Saskia got poisoned, so we went into the mines under Vergen to look for a magical flower to help her, as well as cleaning up the cave and sealing away all the monsters, so the town should be happier with us. Also, apparently I missed some references to Lord of the Rings. I mean, yeah, I got the reference about the Ring of Power and running it into a volcano, but I kind of missed the whole fly you fool bit. I really should have known that. Anyway, this episode we're going to go talk to Yarp and Zigrin for a bit, and then take care of maybe 2.5 quests, or something like that. Either way, let's start with Yarpen at the end.
Who's this, my failing eyes spy? Geralt of Rivia visiting old Yarp and Zigrin.
Okay, so we have quite a few things to talk to him about, but really I'm most interested in Brenna. However, let's hit all the other topics first, just in case.
Getting anywhere with the new recruits?
Like whores in a brothel, they're plowing away at full speed. Saskia's army's full of men better at holding their pricks than a weapon. But Zoltan and I are helping them catch up. Most importantly, they don't lack spirit.
They won't defeat Henselt's regulars with zeal alone.
We'll show you what an army facing either victory or death is capable of. For we've no other choice, Geralt.
That's really not a good strategy, but whatever. So let's get his thoughts on Philippa. She's been very interesting so far, after all.
I've been trying to figure out what Philippa Eilhart's doing in all this mess.
Same thing as always. Conspiring until she gets her pubes in a knot.
I know you hate sorceresses, but try to put your animosity aside.
We hate them, as a fact. But why do you think that is? It's not because of their secret knowledge or their nice tits. Their hearts are full of dung, Geralt. Mark my words.
You exaggerate.
No, maybe not all of them. But Eilhart's the worst. Need I remind you how she peddled her arse to Dijkstra just to learn the plans of the Redanian intelligence service? Everyone in Vergen knows she's not into cock. I tell you this, it's her ilk that caused the ruckus on Thanad Island. Think she's any different here? I'm crap at talking, Geralt. You do all right. So I'd appreciate, as soon as Saskia's better, slip a word in her ear to watch out for Philippa.
Okay, that's interesting. What about when Geralt got, shish kebab?
Were you in Rivia when I got caught on that pitchfork?
Was I? Fuck, Wolf, I saw you die. I didn't see the little bastard who took you for a haystack, but I swear it looked like you weren't going to make it. So I'm well glad you managed to lick your wounds.
I don't know if it taught me anything.
Come on, I had to. Not many have survived their own death.
You haven't noticed that I'm pissing up wind again, fighting for a cause that isn't mine?
No, I haven't. A free upper Aedirn is in the interests of any decent fellow.
Alright, then let's ask about the thing I really care about, Brenna.
Did you fight at Brenna?
Oh, fuck. I knows you've got amnesia, but you could have remembered that. Ah, it was a beautiful day. On one side, 46,000 black ones. On the other, us, the Nordlings together. The Redanians led by De Ruyter on the left, the Temerian regiments in the middle, and us on the right. The Mahakam Volunteer Army. All dwarfs. Even the likes of Cohor must have shit his britches at the sight of us.
He hardly lacked courage as I heard it.
All right, brave bastard, that's true. Prefer to die than run like a rat. I don't believe I've ever seen a bigger melee, except maybe 3 years ago here at Vergen. Would have managed that day too, even without the magic. That burning shit that fell from the sky. Why, even the Dun banner knelt before us when we brought our battle axes down.
Some say not one of the Dun banners survived. Any truth to that?
Biggerhorn nabbed the survivors as they fled south. But most men of the banner lie in the catacombs, along with their standard. The Dun banner. What the hell kind of name is that for a unit anyway? It's as if they couldn't get their fucking flag clean.
Alright, that's enough from Zigrin. So we're done with that.
Afraid of him.
Now, there's a few things I want to do before I really start on the quest. The first thing is, I kind of need to upgrade my silver sword. Now, I could go to the blacksmith, get a diagram, and craft myself a nice silver sword. Or I can talk to this secret merchant. Well, mysterious merchant. Originally, he was a DLC thing, but later on he got patched into the whole game. Anyway, I just want to buy a robust meteor sword. Don't really need that. I mean, it's a good sword, but it's not necessary. We can get something about as good later on. However, I also want to buy a single fire rune. Actually, no, let's buy 2 fire runes. Yeah, that should do. All right, that's enough stuff. Of course, we gotta sell our extra crap. We don't need this jagged blade, and we don't need these extra cave pants. Cool. So, robust silver sword. We want this because we're still in the magic tree, even if I'm not going to specialize it all the way. So let me put in 1 fire rune, a moon rune. That's good. I would definitely drag it over, because if you just double click, you'll end up putting it in the steel sword. And while this is an okay sword, I don't really want to upgrade it at all. Not really my thing. Anyway, moving on, there's a few things we need to take care of in the market area. Though unfortunately, it's nighttime, so no one's actually here. Let's wait for the merchants to wake up by literally meditating here in the middle of the courtyard. Here we go. Oh, right, I leveled up at the end of the last episode, so I really should start putting points into the alchemy tree. I want to get side effect, and then later on get impregnation, just so I can get really good mutagens, and eventually get into the drill and stuff. So first, let's take alchemist, get some strong bombs, and then eventually work our way down the line. Oh, look at that, all the merchants are here. The one we're interested in is this one.
My pentacles intrigue you?
Indeed. I'd like to see them up close.
Let's start with introductions then. I'm Felicia Corey, and you're Geralt of Rivia. Why the surprised face? I heard about you in school. Whether you like it or not, you're a hero of contemporary history, and of the love stories we read beneath our blankets.
You studied at Aretusa?
Yes, though I'm still to finish my potion and fetish internship, which is why I'm here.
And you're doing it under Philippa Eilhart's watchful eye. Any way I can help you?
Help from a hero of our readers? Now that's drawing on sources for real. I'd be grateful. The locals are reluctant to buy magic items, and I really need to pass.
Let's see what I can do.
Alright, so we can also get her haircut here, but really, I just want to trade with her. First, I need to sell my extra crap again. But I think it's kind of interesting that Geralt's sort of a Hercules / Fabio character. Well, I don't know. Maybe in, ancient times, there was Greek fan fiction about Hercules, and women got off on that. Who knows? Now, the main reason I want to talk to her is not to sell my extra junk. What I really want to buy from her is this quest item, surgical tools. Later on, we can also buy some potion diagrams from her, but that's not necessary yet. Cool. Now, we also want to talk to somebody else over here. And he seems to be missing. Oh, he's sitting on this other side. He does that sometimes. Let's talk to him.
Oh, Witcher, I'm glad I found you. I've got something for you.
We know each other?
So surprised by a stranger bearing gifts? Ah, you humans, egotistical barbarians you are. I was in Flotsam when the massacre started. Just accept it. I won't take no for an answer.
Thanks.
Cool. So what did he give us? He gave us an axe, which I'm going to have to sell because it's worthless, and a dwarven enhancement, which isn't bad for our armor. We might use it later on. Anyway, so the main quest I want to take care of is the one we got from Elias last episode.
Friends. I'm gonna get as drunk as a
Why do I
lord.
still hear those guys?
Why's that? They stole it.
God, shut the hell up.
Plowing bird stole it. My dream is gone.
And then what's the grin for?
Night after night, I dreamed of my dead wife for years. Let's go for some liquor. Drinks on me.
I don't know why I can hear those guys. But anyway, we're looking for the evidence of the messed up bodies in the burnt village. So we're gonna look around. Unfortunately, the bodies are in the crypt, so we'll just have to check the ruins of a building right here.
Strange. I smell sulfur.
Huh. Sulfur. Apparently that means something to a witcher. Anyway, we're going to go to the Dwarven Catacombs now, because we want to check out some of the bodies. Even though Elias said, oh, don't check it out, they're buried and the family would be mad. Yeah, like that's ever stopped Geralt. Now, last episode, Cecil did actually tell us the direction to the catacombs. He says, go to the market and take a right, which is what we'll do. So, on the big arch, both sides you can get up on the walls, but to sort of go around the edge of the town, you have to go up here. Now, if you go in this direction, you also run into a bunch of Scoia'tael. For some reason, it seems like all the elves took refuge in this slightly flooded part of the city. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's because they want to be separate from the common folk, or something like that. Plus, I think Iorveth should be separated from everyone else because I think the people are still scared of him. Plus, when we see him later, you'll see that he's extra scary to children now. Anyway, we should just be able to cut through here. And we'll be on the outskirt of Vergen. And we'll eventually get to the catacombs. However, before we get to the catacombs, we have about 2 other things we need to do. First up, we're going to meet some difficult people to deal with. There's some squattels on the edge of the river here for some reason. Let's see what they want.
Ah, you've finally given in. Started killing humans. Hey, Witcher?
Started that a while ago, actually. It just wasn't something society was willing to acknowledge.
Foltest's death. Society acknowledged that. You know there's a price on your head.
Yeah, I know. Too low for the risks involved, though.
It's a bundle to us, Witcher. We have to pay for everything. Weapons, food, information.
Iorveth send you?
Iorveth will never learn of this.
He's actually very right about that. Iorveth will never learn of this. In fact, we're going to use our special ability here, just to show it off. I mean, we don't absolutely need to, but it makes things easier. I mean, I basically two-shot people. Yep, there we go. And this final dwarf. Oh, he can still block. Problem solved. So, these guys that fought us, let's see what they were actually carrying on them. Sword, that's nice. Some arrest warrants. I thought they had more stuff. Because I think one of them usually has like a bag of flowers. It's very weird. They were definitely really low on resources. Anyway, though, we're going to head in this direction over here instead of going directly to the catacombs. There's a few things we want to hit. First up, there should be a lot of enemies here. Specifically, there's some Kedwinnies, some Harpies, some Neckers. Well, depending when you get here. Actually, I guess the Neckers aren't here. Because normally the Neckers will fight the Kedwinnies for me. Which is rather convenient. Anyway, though, I just really want to kill the Harpies. I kind of need them. Actually, I guess the Kedwinnies will fight the Harpies too. But I kind of need to switch swords for them. Let's see there. That knight is down. There we go. Everyone's down. Yeah, the Necker thing sort of depends on the time of day. It doesn't always come. Anyway. Anyway, the reason I came here is I wanted the Harpy bits. I don't know why I keep taking out my sword. But yeah, we can get some pretty good stuff here. What are you doing? There's nothing attacking us. I need the Harpy bits though. Okay, what is this thing got? There gotta be an enemy somewhere here. I don't know where he is though. Whatever, we'll just keep the sword out then. Anyway, that should be all the Harpy bits. Now, we actually got a pretty good sword out of that. This Kedwinnie Black Sword. It's technically better than what we currently have because, one, we can upgrade it more. And the average damage is higher. We're probably not going to keep this, though, but we'll hold it for now. Anyway, we want to head in this direction over here. There's still the combat music going on, but whatever. We're going to take a slight detour. There's a busted building up here. Probably from the war from 3 years ago. That's what I'm assuming anyway. But I guess it's sort of on the wrong side as well. Whatever. Hey, power source of magic. We're kind of interested in sources of magic, aren't we? Anyway, again, you want the Harpy bits, so kill them and get their bits. We're gonna need it for a later quest. Okay, one more jump. Up there seems something shiny in that nest. Also, there seems to be a nest. Giant Harpy nest. So, keep killing these. A little bit of fire clears them up. There's actually a lot of them. You initially see 4, but as you kill them, more will come. Huh. Oh, that big one came down. I did not expect that one so early. I guess really I could use the quick attack and probably... The AoE is definitely helping though. Plus it makes it pretty fast to charge the your adrenaline ability. Anyway, once again, they're all dead, so collect the bits. There we go. Alright, after that, we need to climb up here and check out that nest. After all, there was something shiny. Guess they're sort of like crows or magpies or whatever. So cool, we got a bit of magic. Now we need to head to the catacombs, which we can get to by jumping off of this ledge. If we just head sort of in this direction, in the next clearing to the right, we should see the entrance to the catacombs. Now in the catacombs, we're going to be doing parts of 2 separate missions, so it might take a little while. Also in the catacombs, there are a bunch of wraiths. We could oil up if we really wanted to, but it's not that bad considering we just bought that new sword. Also in these catacombs, there are these walls that you can break down with Ard. I think behind one of them, there is a silver sword that we can get called Fate. It's not a very good silver sword though, so I'm just going to skip it and move on. Anyway, we're going to find a few wraiths here. Now generally when fighting wraiths, you don't really want to use a heavy attack. It's a little too slow, and really, if you keep using your small attack, you can actually keep interrupting them, so it's more useful overall. See? Nice and easy. And in each chamber, there's about 3 wraiths.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
If I open up these bodies, there'll be more. I don't really want to do that. I'll collect their monster bits later on, though. Oh, a few more in here. Nope, too many. Really dramatic music here. There we go. Last one. All right. We're not quite done here. There's one more thing I want to do. Get some Ard, bust through this wall here. Just check on the map, just so you know where we are. We came in through here. We're checking this back chamber here. And here we'll find something a little different.
Who are you, and what do you seek?
Geralt of Rivia. I seek the standard of the Dun Banner. Who are you?
Eckhart Hennessy, ensign and color-bearer of the Dun Banner, the best force to issue from the land of Kedwin.
Okay, so we also do this on Roach's side, and this is the main reason we talk to Zigrin, so we get all the information that we need. Now, again, we can kill the guy, but it doesn't benefit us as much as just sort of tricking him. So let's try tricking him.
You may not remember me, but I remember you.
Where from?
I served in the Dun Banner.
Liar.
I fought beneath its standard at Brenna and at Vergen.
The Battle of Brenna. The Nordlings, shoulder to shoulder against the Black Ones. The Redanians, led by De Ruyter on the right. The Talus leading Temeria on the left. A splendid sight, was it not?
Yeah, definitely not. Zigrin said the Temerians were in the middle, the Redanians were on the left.
You're mistaken. The Redanian regiments were on the left. The Temerians took the center.
Correct. Perhaps you speak the truth.
Try me again.
Tell me, for this you must know. Who was chief commander of the Nilfgaardians at Brenna?
Cohorn?
Menno Cohorn.
I am beginning to believe you. Menno Cohorn, the repulsive head hound of the Nilfgaardian pack, but a great commander. He will again let the Nordlings blood. Would you agree?
No, because he's kind of dead.
Your memory has suffered after death. Cohorn perished at Brenna.
You were vigilant. I could not deceive you.
Because I am of the Dun Banner.
Perhaps you did fight at Brenna. It was so long ago I may have forgotten you. But Vergen is another matter.
I can't answer for the state of your memory.
You were right. Memory often fails us after death. I cringe to admit I've forgotten who commanded the armies during the Battle of Vergen. Perhaps the most important day of my life. And the last. Be so good as to remind me.
It was Vandergrift and Selker. Should have heard about him from the guy who took you to the inn. I forget his name. I should remember. Oh, Scalen, of course.
Seltkirk led Eddern. Vandergrift led us.
Well done. Not all know that. Some believe that the kings commanded the armies during the battle, or that their mages did.
Do you believe me yet?
Not yet, but I shall when you tell me how you survived the massacre at Vergen.
Okay, so we can mention Bighorn now.
Most of the Dun died. The survivors withdrew south. The fires blocked our way back to our lines and we fell into Bighorn's trap.
I know, the cowardly bastard. You have proven that you served in the Dun banner.
May I take the standard?
Why do you desire it so?
It will help me lift a curse.
Curses are of no import to me.
This one should be. It has stopped King Henselt's army from advancing.
The unicorn has returned.
He stands at Vergen's gates. With your help, he'll avenge the Dun banner.
The standard lies in the sarcophagus. Take it. You will also find the sword of Colonel Gondor. Now, it is yours.
Thank you.
Where have you left your mount?
There are no horses here.
True. I would gladly drink with a brother from Brenna, but I am an unfettered soul. Strong drink means nothing, tastes of nothing. Perhaps I miss that most in death. Guard the standard. I grasped it firmly even as they cut me down.
Cool. So let's go get the stuff from the sarcophagus. Now, if we actually killed him, we don't get the sword, which is why I think it's better to trick him. If we screwed up on his quiz, we would have to fight him, though. Anyway, so we got the standard. More importantly, we got the sword of the Dung banner. Personally, I think it's a better sword. It doesn't have the bleed effect, and the average damage is a little lower, but it has 3 slots, which, in my opinion, makes it better. It's also why I brought those 2 fire runes. So we're going to stick 2 fire runes into it, and a moon rune. We can always get more stuff later, so it's not a big deal. I mean, I have all these resources. Oops, that was the wrong rune. This is a moon rune, right? That was kind of weird. It kept giving me the Du Blad rune for some reason. Anyway. Cool, that's set up. So we're not done here. We need to get... well, we need to check out the bodies. It's kind of cool. We got the symbol of death right now. Once again, we're going to use art and pop through this wall over here. Cool. And once again, there will be some wraiths. Well, maybe not in this section. Whatever. Huh. Well, this body seems pretty fresh.
This corpse is fresh. Someone brought it here recently.
Alright, so let's go Batman on this thing and just investigate everything. Starting with the clothing.
Clothing ripped in many places. Traces of sulfur.
Sulfur again. Weird. Check out the head.
Interesting. The head's in far better condition than the rest of the body. Just a few delicate bites on his neck.
Bites on the neck.
Dark rings around the eyes, like an anemic.
Huh. I mean, personally, I thought it would be vampire at this point, but we'll see.
He's grasping a few long hairs in his hand. The forearms are cut up pretty badly, as if he had to defend himself. There's something embedded in the bone. A metal splinter. Interesting.
So that metal splinter is sort of why you came with the surgical tools. If you didn't have that, you couldn't get the splinter, and it's actually pretty important. Anyway, let's check out the torso.
These wounds, they're ripped open. Whatever attacked him was ferocious.
And let's turn the corpse over.
Fingernail marks all over his back. At least he had some fun before he died. A book. Your body sizzled beneath my gentle caress. Sounds like Master Dandelion.
Huh, well, we saw everything, so let's summarize.
He was young, just like the others. All the clues seem to indicate a succubus. On the other hand, there's a metal fragment in the wound.
Interesting. So a succubus, not a vampire. Well, what do I know about this world? Before we go, though, there's something else I want to check out. Be under his character? Nope, that's not it. Under attributes now, under abilities, you've got anatomy lesson. Gives you plus 10% damage against humans. That's kind of cool. Anyway, then we're not done here. There's something else I want to check out. In this chamber here, one of the bodies is not like the other. Well, other than these things. These things aren't too bad, though. So just kill these real quick. And last one. I could use a new armor. I seem to take too much damage. Anyway, let's check out this body here when it lets me. Nope. So like normal, when you uncover these bodies, usually a corpse comes. So, no, not a corpse, a wraith. But easy enough to take care of. Anyway, this guy has something on his body that we need. So it's some notes about the Wild Hunt. Now this guy believes him to be the person who's read the most on the Wild Hunt. He's read everything that exists. He believes they're sort of an alien force. They come from somewhere else. And they definitely come with a plan. Interesting, and it matches what we know from Roach's Path. Anyway, we're pretty much done with the catacombs now. We covered about 2.5 quests, roughly, though we didn't finish any of them yet. I'm going to collect all the loot here, but then talk to Dandelion about the succubus issue. Next episode. Until then, though, I hope you liked the video, and we'll be back next time. And of course, thank you very much for watching.